Hello YouTube, this is Todd with Great Escape Farms. I'm giving you an October update on the homestead here. This weekend that I've been out here has involved a lot of winterization, and I've created a lot of videos in the process. So you'll see videos on winterizing the garage, winterizing the water harvesting system, and one of them, although I'm not a big fan of fall, one of the things I do like about it is right here in front of me is leaves. So these are neighbors' leaves from my neighborhood back in Pasadena. The neighbors were nice enough to bag them up and set them out by the curb for me to come and pick them up with my trailer and bring them out here, and they will be used as mulch in my mini food forest here. And as part of my winterization for the water harvesting system, I need to drain the tanks down, and instead of just dumping them what would be a swale, right now I don't even have the swale, instead of just dumping it on the ground, I'm bringing it out here and I'm actually giving my food forest one last little watering for the season. They're calling for rain a little later today, but hopefully this will help out a good bit because we've had quite the drought here. So let me run around and show you some of the other things I've been doing. And one of the other things I will show you today, which you haven't seen yet, I've talked about it, is the new headquarters, if you will, for Great Escape Farms. I bought the adjacent property. Actually, I can get a view of it from right here. I bought this property right next to mine. My yard line has been right here. Well, I just bought this one next to it. Came with a mobile home and let's see, 4 additional outbuildings besides the mobile home there. Has well and septic that were just put in 2009, so just 7 years old. And I bought the property and everything on it ready to go for about half the price I paid for my car. So got a real nice deal on it, and this is, like I say, likely going to be the headquarters, my office, and some new greenhouses and stuff like that going in the years coming ahead. So I'll give you a shot of this on the front side in a while. And one of the other things I'm doing this weekend is winterizing the water harvesting system. So I'm going to do a whole separate other video on this because there's a little bit more involved than what I'm going to tell you here. So look for that video if you're interested in that. But basically, drain down the IBC tanks, drain the tank inside, disconnect the pipes underneath, and up on top right here I have a wide diverter. So right now I'm set for summer mode where it comes into the tanks. I just set it to winter mode, so I will come down the downspout and out the black pipe here. One of the other things I have to deal with here is keeping stuff up and running. So last year I took the 4x4 back and replaced the tires and the brakes and a couple bearings up front. I didn't really do anything with the engine. I did change the oil in it, and that was it. So right now the engine, it is not starting. I've been having trouble the last couple times. I probably have gummed up plugs, or the carb needs cleaning or something. So I'm going to take it back and do not an engine rebuild, but kind of an overhaul and give it a good tune-up. So because it's not running, and in order to get it loaded up on the trailer, with the trailer being 1.5 feet tall, what I did is I backed it up to a hill here. I don't know if you can see that there, but you can see this is a hill, and it manages to fit just even right here. So all I have to do is give it a push and it will go right in, and then I can buckle it up and take it home. And once I get home, the gate will be down, so it will kind of give me a push into the garage, and then I'll go ahead and get her up and running at home. One of the last things I'm going to do here before I leave today is harvest the leftover fruit. So this will be the first harvest on these right here. These are garden huckleberries. We had a couple frosts now, and they say the best time to grab them is right after some frost. So I'm going to grab the black ones, leave the green ones because they're not going to ripen, and they have some toxicity issues when they're green. I also have tomatoes, and in the garden itself I have, let's see, watermelon and winter squash and some mint and several other things I can go ahead and harvest now. So I'm going to get to that and head on off. One other big project I got into this weekend was putting in I guess kind of a cell relay, you would call it, but that is a Yagi antenna. Inside I have a booster and another antenna, and I am down in a valley. Let me pan around here, see if I can do this without getting you sick. Don't want to make you seasick, but if you notice, there's a big hill back there, and I'm kind of down in a valley, not at the very bottom of it, but down enough. My cell tower is on the other side of a hill there. So up on the roof, panning back here, up on the roof where that Yagi is, I have 3 bars of service. In my house, I'm lucky to get 1, and a lot of times I have none. So with the Yagi antenna up there and the system set up, I get 3 to 4 bars of service, and I also get 2 bars all the way down to my basement where I never had any service before. So it's a great system. It is called, it is the Foreshore system, and I'm going to do a separate post on that later this week as well. Okay guys, I'm going to harvest some of my last apples of the season, and this is a True Temper fresh fruit harvester. It's a little basket on a stick, and it has little hooks here that grab a hold of it, and they fall in and they hit the soft little foam there. And I have apples way up at the top there, and I don't feel like climbing this tree, so this fruit harvester will reach up 8 foot and allow me to get these apples. So, and then maybe I can use some apples to mix with the garden huckleberry and make some apple huckleberry pie. That should be interesting. Hey guys, the rain came a little earlier than expected, so I'm getting out of here in a hurry. So this is the Mobile, the place next to mine that we bought. This could be the next headquarters of Great Escape Farm. So I'll give you more details on it when I'm not getting rained on. So that's it for this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, and also check out our blog post on greatescapefarms.com. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later.